Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? I am sitting in a different chair tonight, which feels so weird and surreal because it is so late. I'm getting started like on all my videos so late today. And so I have the door open over there and the light shining out, and then I have the carriage light shining out there so you guys can actually see me tonight, so that I can vlog for a little bit. This is not going to be a long vlog because it is already like 9:15, and I want to make sure that I get this up at some kind of reasonable hour. I am currently uploading my drama video, my Peterisms video, and my review video, so I still have to post those videos too. So this won't be a long vlog today. I actually was thinking to myself, well, maybe I won't vlog at all today. And I thought, no, talk to the people, say hey to everybody, and tell them what's going on for a little bit. And even if it's 10 minutes, 20 minutes long, then it is what it is. Now, I know somebody like went to the very end and looked and it's like, oh my God, Peter, it's an hour and 15 minutes. It's not gonna be an hour and 15 minutes tonight, I don't think. I don't know, unless I get really talking and then I'm like, oh my God, it's an hour and 15 minutes long, but I don't think it will be. I'm starting to fade a little bit. I'm starting to get tired. And I purchased these, I really liked this the other day, this dragon fruit. It's called the green edition of Red Bull. So I got 2 more of them at the gas station on Sunday. And I was like, should I have coffee? Should I have a Diet Coke? And I was like, I opened the refrigerator and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have one of these Red Bulls tonight. So, yeah, I have to say, this is like my new favorite flavor. It's a dragon fruit. It kind of tastes like sour apple a little bit, but not like, I don't love super sour things. It just tastes kind of like a hint of sour apple. It's good though. I'm not a big energy drinker. Like if I go to music festivals or if I go out for the night or whatever, I'll either drink water or like a Red Bull or something like that. But I'm not a huge energy drinker. Those are probably the exceptions, but I really do like these. So I'm thinking maybe, I know they're not good for you. They like rot your insides out and your teeth and things. They're horrible for you. They've got tons of sugar in them, and you know. But whatever. You're not gonna live forever, so you might as well enjoy a few things in life, right? So maybe I'll try some other ones. It's funny because when I got sober, you know, even at 22 and a half years old, most of the people that I hung out with were the age that I am now, 51 years old, or, you know, 40s, 50s, 60s, things like that. Because there weren't really a lot of young people that were getting sober. Now, today, there are tons of young people that are getting sober. I mean, it's probably a third of every meeting that I go to, you know, that they're like in their early 20s and things like that. When I got sober, we drank coffee fiendishly. And I'm not talking Starbucks. I'm talking about coffee at a meeting, you know, that they make a pot of coffee. And I mean, we smoked like chimneys, and you could smoke in meetings back then. So I would go to a meeting and I would smoke like, I mean, I don't know, a lot of cigarettes at the meeting and before and after. And that was just kind of, I mean, everybody, you know, in recovery smoked and everybody drank coffee. That was just kind of the thing. My sponsor, she is so funny. She doesn't smoke or anything, but she, like when we go out to dinner, if it's like 10:30 at night, we go out to dinner because we go to dinner sometimes late, she will, if we go to like a meeting, then we'll go after it. She'll like at 10:30 at night, she'll like start drinking coffee. I'm like, oh my God, you're drinking coffee so late. And sometimes I do while I'm watching shows just because I like coffee. I've also purchased some decaf K-Cups, the Community brand that's from Louisiana. And I really like it. It doesn't really taste any different to me than regular coffee. But sometimes I just like a cup of coffee. Well, really when it's warm outside, I like an iced cup of coffee. So that's when I drink like the regular coffee. I could make that and just put it on some ice, but I don't typically do that. But anyway, and I have that like ice cup that you can like make iced coffee out of, so I could do that. Maybe I'll do that tonight. But I do drink like a cup of coffee every once in a while, like late at night, or a Diet Coke or whatever. I try not to, but God, my sponsor, she'll drink 4 cups of coffee at dinner and then go home and have another cup of coffee or 2, you know. But she's a night owl like I am, so I'll call her at like 1:30 in the morning and she'll be like, what are you doing? And I'll be like, I'm thinking about calling you, I need to be up. And she'll say, I'll be like, what are you doing? She's like, well, I'm repainting my wall in my basement. I'm just not happy with it. And I'll be like, you repainted that wall like 2 weeks ago. I know, but I'm not happy with it. She's constantly doing the home repairs, and she'll be like 2 o'clock in the morning, have her dogs out on the patio, and she's mulching her backyard and stuff like that. She's hilarious. But anyway, or like her daughter will come over, and they'll be looking at like all, this is like a true story, like they'll be looking at like home renovation things, and her daughter's like 30, I think, and so like they have like sleepovers every once in a while, because her daughter's married and whatnot, and so she'll come over and stay the night at my sponsor's house, and they'll like look up home renovation things, and they'll get like real bored, and they'll put on some show in the background, like they'll binge watch a show like Grey's Anatomy, and then like over the next like 3 or 4, like they'll watch like seasons of it like over the next, but usually not that, like shorter shows than that, like the ones that only have 1 or 2 seasons, and then over like 3 or 4 sleepovers they'll like binge watch a show, right? But they'll find something, like they'll go out to dinner, and then they'll find something that they want to do at my sponsor's house to like recreate it, and then they'll do it. So like one of the things my sponsor wanted to do is she saw these things where they have like these wood walls, and my nose is really itching. I trimmed my beard again. I'm trying to like trim it every couple days so I don't have to like go in and do like, you know. So I trimmed my nose again. I cut the hairs right around here with scissors, and I shaved, and it's like, I don't know why my nose is itching. My allergies have been so bad. I sat inside and sneezed, just sneeze after sneeze after sneeze. But anyway, so she was real obsessed with these like wood walls that had like moss growing out of them. And have you guys seen these walls? It looked really cool when she had it done. So they went and bought all the plants. They bought the planks of wood, and they started on it at like 9 o'clock in the morning. They didn't finish till like 6 o'clock in the morning. They binge watched some like TV show. I can't remember, Lincoln Lawyer or something like that. She's like, oh my God, we just laughed and had so much fun, and we binge watched this show, and we got the wall done, and it looks so great. And then like a week later, she'll tear it down and she'll want to do something else. She's constantly doing home renovation. She's like Annie Mae with like changing the decor of her house. And she's got a really pretty house. But so anyway, yeah. So anyway, today, it was supposed to be full sunshine and like 91 all day today. I think it got up to like maybe like 87 or 88. It was still warm, but it was super cloudy early on. And so I woke up and I was like, okay, I'm going to the pool, right? Well, I got my coffee and I got some orange juice, because I've been trying to drink orange juice in the morning. And I came out here and it was so cloudy. And I was like, oh God, this is like one of the last days to go to the pool. So I was sitting out here and I was talking on the phone, and my neighbor in the corner, she said, you're going to the pool, right? And I go, it's really cloudy. And she goes, well, my sister and brother-in-law are coming and they're going to meet me up there. So do you want to go? And I go, yeah, let me finish this phone call. I'm on this phone call, and then I will come up to the pool in like 10 or 15 minutes. And she's like, okay. So I talked to a couple people on the phone, and then I went up to the pool, and then it started getting real sunny. And there was like the family of 16 that was there yesterday. They were up there again, but it was like half of them. They were fine. They were like playing ball in the deep end of the pool. So it was myself, my neighbor in the corner, her husband was golfing, so he wasn't there, her sister and her brother-in-law that have come a lot to the pool this summer, and then it was the neighbors next to her that I've gotten to know them really well this summer. I didn't know them before the summer. Would know them enough to say hi, but they're like really nice. And they're both, I think they were talking about their age, and I think he said she was 70, but she doesn't look 70 at all. She looks like early 60s. Really nice couple. And so they've been coming to the pool a lot. And so it was like all of us in the shallow end, like, you know, some of them were drinking beer or Cokes or whatever, and I was drinking my coffee in my Starbucks cup, and we were just telling stories about our childhood, and, you know, we already knew where everybody went to high school and stuff like that. We were telling about where we went to school and stuff that happened, and we were telling funny stories, and it just was so much fun. And so my neighbor in the corner, she and her sister and brother-in-law left. And then, there was another guy that I met today, this older guy that lives in this neighborhood. He's lived here for a long time. I didn't know him. So I made a new friend today. He was super nice. And I was like, yeah, where do you live? And he was telling me, I said, well, I live. And he goes, I already know where you live. He goes, he was telling me all about it, this woman's husband over here. And I go, oh, really? And he's like, yeah, it's so nice to meet you. He was really nice, older guy. So, her husband left with this older gentleman, and it ended up being just she and I in the pool. And it, like, the shadows from the trees came over the whole pool, and it was starting to get a little cool, but the pool felt so fantastic. It was just the two of us up there, right? It was so nice. And so she said, well, And I said, are you going to say you're going back? And it was like 6:30. And she goes, yeah. She's like, I think I got to figure out what I'm going to do for dinner. And I said, yeah, I need to get back too. I'm thinking about making some videos and stuff. They all know what I do, that I make videos for YouTube and stuff. So she's like, okay, I guess this is it. Well, we already knew because they had put up an email that the pool's going to be open again. It's going to be open tomorrow and open Wednesday, and then it closes on Thursday, which I'm so grateful for the next 2 days, but it's supposed to rain. Now watch, it will be full sunshine tomorrow. Now I have filmed videos every single day because I'm like, if it is full sunshine one of these last few days, like I'm not going to film videos, I'm going to be at the pool the whole day. I'm not going to even feel bad about it. So if it is a day that's full sunshine, you'll probably see a notice on my community tab and on the Vloggerinos group that I've taken the day off from vlogging. Because if it is real nice tomorrow, I'm going to be up at the pool all day long tomorrow. I'm going to have a wonderful dinner, and then I am going to... I've decided that this is going to be Peter's last bad week. That I'm going to eat real bad all this week. I still have leftover pizza. I'm going to eat that here in a second. Alex finished his pizza and got Chipotle tonight. He was like, do you want anything? I was like, no, I've got this leftover pizza. I've got tons of it left, like half of the pizza. And so I'm like, I'm going to eat bad this week. This is me, the procrastinator, right? I'm going to eat bad this week. And then I am going to start eating healthy starting Monday. Or maybe Tuesday, because Monday night is therapy. We usually do dinner after that. So maybe Tuesday of next week. I think Tuesday is a good day to start. And then I'm going to start my happiness gratitude journal next Tuesday too. The procrastinator. This will be my thumbnail. The procrastinator. Hi, I'm Peter, and I'm a procrastinator. Always and everything in life. So anyway, so we got out of the pool and we were drying off and stuff like that. And so she and I walked back until like our street splits right here. It's kind of like a fork, you know. And so she went down her way and I went down my way, and she goes, now I'm going to come by. Because I was joking about my neighbor across the street, because sometimes like I'll be filming videos and he's like this, which I don't really care unless it's like a review video, because I can't start eating something over from the very beginning. And if it's on a vlog, like I can just stop the vlog or whatever, you know. But like he'll be like, hey, I need to talk to you. And I'll be like, okay. And so I'll stop the video to start it over. And then he'll come over here. This is the gardener's, this is the grill master. And he'll say, I mean, it kind of cracks me up, but he'll say, yeah, I needed to show you this thing from Chewy. Do you order your dog food from Chewy? I'm like, I was 2 minutes out from finishing a video. I mean, it's my own damn fault for filming on the front porch. If I'm going to film on the front porch, then people can interrupt me. It's my own damn fault, right? But I'm like, ah. So I was kind of joking about that today at the pool. So she said, well, I'm going to come by your house. I'm going to wear a big, funny, crazy hat. I'm going to go like this in front while you're filming videos. I said, feel free to all day long. So anyway, I can't remember if it was there or if it was at the pool, but I think it was there. I think I said earlier in another video that it was at the pool, but it was on that corner. She started walking away. Oh, I had said, maybe it was when all of us were getting out of the pool. I think it was when all of us were getting out of the pool. And because I counted down, it's exactly like 9 months until the pool opens. How sad is that? And I said, see you guys in 9 months. And I started getting so sad about it. And she said, it was at the pool. And she said, is it really 9 months until the pool opens again? And I said, yeah. And I said, and that'll be right around the corner for me having to get on this 24-hour flight to Bali that I don't want to take. But oh well, I'll do it, right? For my husband. So I'll be excited about the pool opening, but I won't be excited about going on a 24-hour flight. Anyway, it was kind of sad. It was kind of like the end of summer when you go back to school, you know, like you've been playing outside all day and you go into your house for the last time. Do you remember that? It was kind of like that. Like she walked off and I walked off, and what I realized was the last couple years I've really enjoyed the pool, you know? I've really enjoyed the water and getting in the water and things like that. But this year, and I enjoyed this as well the last couple years, but more so this year because I already knew people. I really enjoyed sitting in the pool and drinking my coffee and talking to my neighbors and just shooting the crap and you know, telling stories of our life and joking about the HOA and drama in the neighborhood and stuff like that. I really loved it, you know. It really made me feel, I'm gonna get real sad about this. I mean, it's not like I'm not gonna see them. Like, I need to live like right across the street from me, you know what I mean? But, and I'll invite them over for coffee or dinner or something like that. But it's not the same as all of us kind of like meeting up there at the pool, you know? Like, I always get so sad about endings. And I never really belonged to anything. I've always just had like a small group of people, but my whole life I've kind of like been on the outside looking in. With this group of people, like, I don't feel like I'm on the outside looking in. I feel like I'm part of something, you know? Like, and it's corny because it's just my neighbors going to the pool, you know? Like, it's stupid. Like, if I said this to Alex, he'd look at me like I was a crazy person. He didn't even want to go to the pool today because it's cloudy outside. I'm not going to the pool. He didn't care if the pool was closing, you know? But it's so much more than just a pool closing to me. I don't know. It's just being part of something and having friends that I talk to, even though they're 70 years old, you know? I don't want to wait 9 months for that again. I don't, you know? So I came back, and at first I was like, I don't think I'm going to film any videos, but Alex has been on this binge spree and nap spree all day today. Like, nap, watch 2 episodes, nap, watch 2 episodes. I just said to him, because it's getting late, you know, and I said I still want, because I'm uploading all these videos, and I said I still want to film my vlog. I said, do you care that I'm not upstairs with you? He goes, you don't even watch the show that I'm watching. Why would I care? I go, you don't care? He goes, no, babe. He goes, not at all. And Continental is on tonight too, and it's in Chicago, which is like my favorite drag pageant of life. I've always wanted to go, and I never have. And but there will be like updates and videos that people are posting and stuff. So when I get done vlogging, I'm going to start looking at all that stuff. I don't know, it just kind of makes me sad. I feel like things in my life are always ending, you know? And I appreciated them at the time that they were happening, you know? I appreciated the days I would go to the pool and whatever. My neighbor next door, she hasn't got to go to the pool at all. She loves the pool this weekend because she's been volunteering for this. It's like this, it's called Butter, and I was talking to them about the pool today, because they're like, oh yeah, that's like really well known. And she's like an artist, and so she's real into all this stuff, and it's like an art show, art festival, kind of the whole weekend, that highlights like up and coming black artists in Indianapolis and the surrounding area. So she was volunteering at that all weekend long. So she was like, did you hear that the pool's open 2 more days? I actually was on a video, I think, filming a video when she texted me. And I was like, yeah, I said that it's going to be open 2 more days. So we'll have to maybe go for a night swim or something. We'll see. So I came home, and Alex was like napping. So I was like, I am going to film a video. And so I started getting it all set up. And then he was like, well, I'm going to go get Chipotle. Do you want Chipotle? And I was like, no, I'm good, babe. He's like, you don't want any Chipotle? I'm not a huge Chipotle fan. I actually am more of a Qdoba fan than a Chipotle fan. So I was like, no, I've got leftover pizza. I don't need anything. He was like, okay. So he went and got, I said, did you go through your whole pizza? He's like, oh yeah, that pizza's gone. I think he ate the very last part of it when he got up today. But then he made pizza rolls earlier in the air fryer. Plane going overhead. So he got up early today because he went to bed kind of early last night. Well, he went to Odessa last night, but he was home by like 11:30. Maybe not even that late, like 11:15 or something. And I went upstairs and hung out with him and Boo Radley in bed, and he was telling me all about the concert and showing me videos and showing me pictures. He had a great time. And so he went to bed kind of early last night, well, early for him. And then he got up kind of early this morning, took Boo Radley out and gave him his medicine. And then I think that he ate his leftover pizza then. And then later he made pizza rolls, and then later he got Chipotle. So he's been a hungry boy today. He's been hungry hippos. So anyway, so then I was like, okay, I guess I'll make some videos. Well, I made a video on my Peter Monn drama channel, my drama channel. It was like 52 minutes. Again, they're so long over there anymore, but I had some important things to say that came up today. And then I ended up, when I got done with that, right before I started filming that, the Amazon guy came and he brought me, it's called the Shadow Work Journal. somebody had sent me a message about this. I tried to find the message on my Instagram and I couldn't find it, because I responded to them and I said, oh, I just ordered this because you recommended it to me and I love anything like this, so I just ordered this. It's apparently going viral, like on TikTok or something. People are talking about their experience with it. But it's supposed to help you move through like really serious stuff in your life, and it has like journal prompts and exercises to do. It looks fantastic. I just did a whole review video on it. Go check out my review video. It's really a cool journal. I think it's like $18.95. I have an affiliate link on there, fully disclosed in the video and underneath the description box. So that's uploading right now. So that'll be up here when I get off here, because it'll be done uploading by the time I get done with this vlog. So anyway, yeah, I did that review, and then, what did I do after that? Oh, then it was like it started getting really dark, and I was rendering both of those, and I was like, well, while these are rendering, this is what happens. This is why I can't just film a vlog. Well, I can film just a vlog. Like if I'm gone all day long, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna get a vlog up and whatever, right? But if I start making like a video on one of my other 5 channels, I'm like, if you made this one, you might as well make this one. If you make, you know. So I was sitting there and those videos were rendering. Alex was upstairs watching a show, and I was like, well, it's not too late. You might as well make a Peterisms video. We'll do it at nighttime. And that ended up being a great video, because I talked about my social anxiety, and I shared like how I work through it and things like that. Because there was a meditation in this, what's the meditation book called? It's by Amy Bean. Nightlight, I think it's called Nightlight or Nighttime or something like that. I love it. It's like, I've had it for years. It's this meditation book that you read like before you go to bed. And it was about loneliness. And so I talked about like being lonely at times in my life, but that I could be lonelier in a group of people than I was all by myself, you know, that sometimes just being at home and isolating, like I felt much safer and better than if I was in a group of people, and how I had to work through that with my social anxiety and stuff. Now I still have social anxiety. I've just had to work through it really hard. I think because people see me on video and I'm like, hey, people think I don't have social anxiety, but the reality is this, is like, I mean, how many views per vlog do I get? 2,000 to 3,000? I only see myself talking to this camera. Like, I know that there are people out there that comment on my vlogs on a daily basis, so it's like, when I'm filming it, I know that those people are watching. I know that they're going to probably comment on my video, but I'm not like fully conscious and aware of how, like, it doesn't feel like I'm sitting here talking to like 1,000 people, you know what I mean? I think that's something when I first started on my booktube channel that was kind of bizarre to me, like when I would get like 1,000 views on a video. I can remember when I got 1,000 subscribers on my booktube channel and I just like lost it. Because what it equated to me, it was like if you forced 1,000 people in a room. I think it's so interesting that I went to the negative of this, you know? That if you forced 1,000 people into a room to watch my video, that's what it was like, you know? That I couldn't even get friends in high school, and yet here were 1,000 people that were watching my video. It was like surreal to me. And I've never lost sight of that. Like even on my Peterisms videos, like I don't get tons of views on that, but like even if I got 20 views or 10 views, like that would mean a lot to me, you know what I mean? That I'm like maybe just sharing with one person, you know, that's being impacted or hearing what I have to say, or we're having a conversation or sharing things with one another. You know, it's powerful. I think that's sometimes how a lot of these bigger influencers kind of lose sight of what they've been given, because they get caught up with the numbers, and the numbers mean money and the views and all of that, right? I've long ago accepted that I'm not going to make $10 million on YouTube. You know, that's just not going to happen to my life. But I've been very blessed to have what I think is a good following of people that really want to watch me, more than I ever thought I would have in a million years, you know? And I get to get up every single day and do something that I absolutely love, and I feel blessed about that, right? So I think that's another part why I feel like so driven to make. I guess I'm really not a procrastinator. I mean, I wait till the, you know, but you kind of can't stop me from making videos, you know, when I do. I'm like, is it going to be cloudy tomorrow, or what's the story? So I made that video. I rendered that video. It's being uploaded, because I thought, let's upload all these videos while I'm vlogging, and then when I get done vlogging, I can start uploading my vlog, rendering my vlog and uploading it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll get it by midnight. I think I'm going to try to upload it on my phone. It's usually quicker that way. But I have to wait for my drama video to get uploaded before I can upload the vlog. But hopefully I can get all of them up by like 11. I mean, it's probably like, what is it now? It's at 24 minutes. I came out here about 9:15, so this is almost 9:45. if I can get most of the videos up by 10:30 or 11, I think that's fine. It's late. It's really late, but then people can watch them tomorrow too. And then if I don't end up filming anything tomorrow, I'll wake up and it'll be like thunderstorms and cloudy. I'll be like, damn it, are you serious? So anyway, talked to Tanya last night. Oh, that was a big thing. I didn't say this on here because I never do, but so Tanya was out of town for the last week. She was at the Lake Norris, Tennessee, with her friend that is like, it was she and Eric's like closest couple that they were friends with, and the husband passed years ago from brain cancer. I've talked about that on here before. So she now has a boyfriend, and so the four of them and her daughter, her two daughters, and her daughter's friend, and her other daughter's boyfriend or fiance, they all went down to the lake. Tanya had a great time. She had a fantastic time. But because they're kind of like on the lake in Lake Norris, Tennessee, I don't really hear from her a lot when she's at the lake. Like, in Florida, it's a different story, but, I mean, or if I'm in Mexico, we talk like every day, right, still. She tried to call me 3 times, but the calls kept, 3 different days, but the calls kept on getting dropped. So I hadn't talked to Tanya in I think it was like 9 days, because I didn't talk to her 2 days before she left. So it was like 9 days I hadn't talked to Tanya or something like that, 7, 8 days, I don't know. But I cannot tell you how much I miss that gal, okay? And so we talked last night, we caught up, and we were laughing, and we were crying about stuff, and we just had such a good talk last night. I missed her so much. So she's back, and what else? Yeah, and so I filmed those videos today. Did not listen to any of my audiobook last night. I know I keep on saying I'm going to, and I keep on putting it off. I watched Big Brother, and then when I got done with Big Brother, I watched, I think, like 3 episodes. I started getting really tired, so I went to bed. I took my trazodone again, and I drank a cup of the Sleepy Time tea, the extra Sleepy Time tea. I actually, on Amazon yesterday, I bought a ton of pumpkin spice stuff. Some of it came today. But to review some really funny pumpkin spice stuff too, because I'm reviewing a lot of pumpkin spice stuff on my review channel. So some of it came today, some of it didn't. I'm kind of waiting. I'm trying to wait till I have like 3 or 4 things and do a review. I've got like 4 things right now, so I'll review that probably tomorrow, and then the next 4 things and the next 4 things. So I'm trying to do a lot of pumpkin spice reviews through Halloween. Anything and everything that I can find. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comment section below. But I also ordered, I think it was like 40 count of the Sleepy Time tea pods. Last night I drank the Sleepy Time tea extra. For some reason, I don't think it works as well for me as just a regular Sleepy Time tea. So I got online, and it's not K-pods, it's bags of tea, but I haven't been heating up my electric kettle. What I've been doing recently is just putting it in a cup, and then just doing the Keurig with no K-pod in it, and just putting hot water in there. It works fine. So many people had suggested that to me for so long, and I was like, well, I already know that, but I never did it, right? So I started doing that. So I drank that extra Sleepy Time tea last night, and I took my trazodone. It took me, I would say, probably 45 minutes to an hour to fall asleep, but when I fell asleep, I was out. So I kind of like, I don't know, maybe it's in my head. I kind of feel like maybe the trazodone is starting to work a little bit. Who knows? So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I'm not going to take it for a lot longer if I toss and turn for hours, but I'm not taking a nap tonight because I'm going to watch Fear the Walking Dead. Oh, and so then I watched like 3 episodes of Fear the Walking Dead. I'm on the 7th season. I have to say I don't love this season. It's after like kind of like a new part of the apocalypse happens. I don't want to ruin it for anybody, so something happens, and I don't love it. It's just very dark. I mean, the whole show is very dark, right? But like this part is especially dark. You'll get it if you've watched this part. But then, but the reason I was watching it last night was that out of the blue, my AMC started working again fantastically. So it was like no problem to go from episode to episode. Somebody sent me on Instagram this TikTok of this guy. I don't have my phone where I tell you who it is, and I'll look it up and maybe tell you tomorrow. But it's this TikTok of this guy, and it's like the accurate order of watching the Walking Dead universe. And it's like, first you're supposed to watch Fear the Walking Dead Season 1. And then you're supposed to come out, because the whole time that happens is when Rick is asleep from The Walking Dead. And then you're supposed to watch The Walking Dead season 1. And then there's like all these web episodes I didn't even know about, that you're supposed to, there's like a big truck. It stopped. There's like a big truck over there. I'm like, where did that big truck come from? But apparently there's all these like web episodes that you're supposed to watch, are like 15 or 20 minutes long in between. So he goes through and he's like, okay, then you want to watch Fear the Walking Dead season 2 and season 3, and then The Walking Dead season 2 through 6. I mean, he like goes through this whole thing, and then web episode this, and then start watching Daryl Dixon, and then start watching. I'm like, oh my god, like this guy's got to, it's like, figured out exactly how to watch all of it, right? And I think that's great, but I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to finish Fear the Walking Dead, then I'm going to start watching The Walking Dead, and probably in between I'll watch some of these web episodes. It just occurred to me, like, in a couple episodes ago, I'm watching Fear the Walking Dead, and Dwight and Sherry are a couple on there, and I don't think I'm far enough along in The Walking Dead, because the part that I'm at, like, Negan has just been introduced, like, the season before. I think they were part of, like, his crew before, and then they escaped, because she says something about going back to Virginia, and that she wants to kill him, and I'm like, okay, they must have been you guys are all probably looking at me that you watch this and go, yeah, Dwight and Sherry were a big part of The Walking Dead. I didn't know that, because I'm not there yet in The Walking Dead. I'm starting on season 7, because I'm all the way through. Well, I'm on the 4th episode of season 7, but I think I'm just going to start it over, because I don't remember how it starts. So anyway, that's when I'm going to start watching after that. And then I think I'm going to start watching Daryl Dixon. And then I'm going to watch The World Beyond, which is about teenagers or something. Everybody acts like that show is so horrible, but I'm still going to watch it. And then I'm going to watch Dead in the City, which is about New York. About Negan and Maggie are in New York. And then there is one coming out in 2024, a spinoff, that is the love affair of Rick and Michonne, which I love both of them, so that'll be good. So excited about that. Yeah, I'm really excited to, I'm like so into this whole Walking Dead. I mean, it's weird. Like, do you guys remember, like, I wasn't watching it for like months, right? And then all of a sudden I like start watching it again, and I'm like obsessed. Like, I feel like it's all I think about, like 24 hours a day. I'm like obsessed. It's like, oh, listen to my audiobook for an hour, or watch Fear the Walking Dead, watch Fear the Walking Dead. That's where I go immediately in my head. So I'm going to watch that tonight. Alex has to go to work tomorrow. And so it was nice that he had like a 4-day weekend, because he didn't work Friday either. So he has to work tomorrow. And he has to be at work at 7. And then he has maybe a meeting tomorrow night for some other stuff that he does. And so, but he's not sure yet. So he'll either be home at 5 or he'll be home after that meeting. So he's not really sure what's going to happen with that yet. And then I don't think we're going to the meeting on Tuesday night, because Tanya is like super busy from just getting back into town. And then Wednesday, Caroline and I are having cousin fun day. If it is nice outside, she's going to come pick me up earlier. Or early, I don't know, back to Caroline could be 6 a.m. But we're going to run errands for a couple hours or an hour. I don't really have a lot of errands to run. I need to go to the grocery store to get more coffee, because I'll have gone through a lot of my coffee by then, and maybe pick up some pumpkin spice stuff somewhere. But then we're going to come back here if it's nice and go to the pool for the whole day. It's literally the last day that the pool will be open, and all of my friends are going to the pool, my neighbors. So that will be the end, and I think I will get really sad about that, you know? Is that silly that I get sad about those things? I don't know. As you get older and you lose people, you think, I don't even know these people, some of these people, I don't even know that I'll be here next year, you know, to enjoy the pool in the summer and stuff. I will say this, like, I've heard a lot of people say, some people at the pool were saying this today, that it feels like summer went like that. There's moments where it feels like I was just counting down the days till the pool opened, but then there's other days where I feel like it has been a really long summer. It does feel like it's been a long summer. Like, I really feel like I've gotten a lot out of the summer. I've talked to my neighbors. I filmed on the front porch. I was saying to my neighbor the other day, I said, well, I'm going to have to get ready to go inside and start filming on my ring light, which will probably be upstairs in the bedroom, because I get better lighting in there. I don't know. I kind of am so bored of filming in that chair with the ring light. Do you guys miss that at all? I don't know. Those people that watch my videos that are in the chair. I don't really miss it that much. But, and I said something about having to go inside to film my videos because I won't be able to come out here. Because you got through October, which is probably true. So I probably do have a good 2 months. I mean, my vlog, I think I filmed the majority of it outside, even when it was cold with a coat on. I can do that, you know? And then go inside in the chair before Alex gets home, or if he comes home and he's upstairs in bed, then he doesn't care if I vlog downstairs while he's like playing his township game and stuff. So I'll do that, or I'll film out here, you know? Or if I get the basement done, then I will, because we're working on that slowly but surely, don't call me Shirley, then I can film in the basement too, you know? So we'll figure it out. I'm not worried about it anymore like I was. This is so good. Do you ever have something like some food or drink and you're like, this is so good? Like I said, I'm not a huge like energy drink, Red Bull fan. I drink them when we go to music festivals or out to a bar or something because it's like Diet. So I don't like to drink just out of a cup. Number one, it scares me that somebody will put something in it. Alex has been roofied like 2 or 3 times. With his brother, with me, and I think with one of his girlfriends. So that scares me. Not so much about just being roofied, which is really scary to begin with, but also that I don't know how my body would respond to having a foreign substance in it, because I haven't, you know, other than being medically managed, pain management when I got pancreatitis and things like that, and the back injury. That's a completely different story than taking, like, being roofied or something. Like, that scares the hell out of me, right? So, and like my first year of sobriety, somebody saw, no, it wasn't my first year, it was like my second year. I've talked about this on here before where I called the guy up and I can't believe he did this. So this guy saw me out at the Vogue in Broad Ripple, and it was like they used to have this gay night, and which was actually the last night that I ever went out before I got sober. And then they had, no, it wasn't Sunday that I was there on a Friday. Somebody looked this up a while ago. It was a Friday night. I was there for a drag pageant, I think. And so anyway, but that was the last place I was before I got sober. So I was out there one night, and this guy that I knew from an adjoining program, he saw me, and I was holding like a Diet Coke, or Coke or something, but it was like a soda in a cup, right? And he told all these people that he saw me drinking when I was out. I was livid. I called him up and I said, we are friends. Like, what are you doing? And he goes, well, when I see people out drinking, I said I wasn't drinking. I was drinking a Coke or a Diet Coke or whatever it was. I mean, it's been 28 years, 26 years at this point. I don't remember. I said I wasn't drinking. He goes, well, whenever I see people out and I think that they might be drinking, I don't go to them because I don't want to stir stuff up, but I do go to other people because I'm concerned about them. I said, so you're gossiping about other people. I go, if you ever talk about me again, I mean, I was so nasty on this phone call. So I called my sponsor up and I was so proud of myself. And I was like, I don't know. He goes, well, you're going to call and make an amends, and then you're also going to get down on your knees and pray for. I am not. He says, you're going to get down on your knees and pray for him, because you have to want for other people what you want for yourself. And if you want other chances for yourself, then you need to give this person another chance too. So I did. Years later, I didn't see him for, I don't know, a year or two. And then we saw each other out somewhere. I can't remember. I think it was like it was a recovery function. And then we were fine. And everything was fine. He said something to me about like no hard feelings. I'm really sorry about what I did and said. And I was like, no, it's totally cool. I totally understand. And then he got real sick. I don't remember with what, but it was something like some bizarre. And he was like only like, if I was like 22 when I got sober, he was, because I met him like right away when I got sober from this meeting that I went to. He was probably 30 or 32. He's probably 10 years older than me. And he passed away sober. But he got some really bizarre disease that he just like got out of the blue, and then he like passed away like a month later. It was very sad and tragic. But we actually had made up before that. And I did pray on him. And the interesting thing about it was, because my sponsor was like, you're going to get down on your knees and you're going to pray every single day for forgiveness for him and for the resentment to be removed. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. You're not going to question me. This is something you need to do. I didn't understand it. I'd say my prayers at night, and I'd say, you know, and God, please help me to forgive so-and-so, and please help the resentment to be removed from so-and-so. And the weirdest thing happened after doing it for like a month or two. I kind of forgot to keep on doing it. It kind of just left my mind. And the resentment was removed. And I remember somebody bringing it up to me like a couple months later, and I was like, oh, I don't think much about it. Like, it doesn't really mean that much to me today, you know? And I realized I had forgiven him. So it did work. You know, that was a powerful lesson to me that it did work. And so that's another reason. I don't want people to misconstrue me holding, like if I'm at a music festival or something, like Alex is drinking like a White Claw or something like that, like he would never do this, but like, because he knows how my stance on this. But people that we're with sometimes, well, Melissa doesn't drink, but like Jason, if he's having a beer or something, he's like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, can you hold my beer? I won't hold it for him. I'm like real weird about that. I've done it from time to time, but I feel very uncomfortable about it. I feel like that's the time that somebody's going to look over that knows me from recovery or shoot a picture of me or something and I'm holding a beer. And I feel so strongly about being sober and what that means to me that I don't want anybody to ever misconstrue that. So, for those reasons, I always get a bottle of water or an energy drink when I'm out. Or if I want a soda, I'll ask for a soda, but can I have the can? Which I very rarely want to do because the cans are warm typically and they want to put it on ice. But I'm like, no, I'm good. Like, I can drink a warm soda if I'm really dying for like a Diet Coke or a Coke or something like that. But usually at like music festivals, I'll get a couple Red Bulls or water, usually water. The last time that I went to Ultra this last year, I noticed that I only had like one Red Bull a day and then like 2 to 3 bottles of water. And it's cheap water at music festivals too, but I don't really care, you know. And you're paying like $5 for the cheapest water in the entire world. I mean, it's expensive. So that's the reasons why I typically drink energy drinks or water when I'm out. Well, listen, you guys, I have vlogged for how long now? 42 minutes. Longer than I expected to vlog, right? I thought that I would have only vlogged, I don't know, I really thought I only vlogged like, I said 10 or 20 minutes, but I didn't think it would be 20 minutes. I thought it would probably be like between 20 and 30, but I really thought it'd be like 22 minutes or something like that. Now tonight, I am going to attempt to listen to some of my audiobook, because I don't want to forget, because I just started it. I'm like a half an hour into it, and I still got 2 hours left. But maybe I'm like an hour into it. I don't want to forget what's going on in the book, so I need to keep on listening to it. So I'm going to listen to a little bit of my audiobook, and then I'm going to probably watch a couple episodes of Fear the Walking Dead. Oh, I know what I was going to say earlier. So I ordered the Sleepy Time Tea K-Pods, and then I also ordered, I didn't order this before when I got the other Torani syrups because I thought I would fall in love with one of them. The chocolate chip cookie dough one I really do like. That's the one I've been using mostly because I'm almost out of the toasted marshmallow, but the toasted marshmallow is still my favorite. So I ordered more toasted marshmallow syrup. I got something else. I got a couple things. I mean, I spent some money on Amazon in the last 2 days. I can't remember what else I got on there. Why am I pulling at my beer? This is driving me crazy. I got the journal. I got a bunch of pumpkin spice stuff. That was the second thing. The first time I went through, I don't even remember what I got. But expect an Amazon haul here real soon. Probably on my Peter Death Stuff channel because I bought a bunch of stuff. So anyway, that's my plan for tonight. And then if it's nice tomorrow, then I'm going to be at the pool all day long. But it looks cloudy right now. I don't see any stars. Not one star. Oh, there's a star. Hey, star. Anyway. Is it a star or is it? It's a star. Maybe I'm just like too under the lights that I can't see the stars. God, I would die if I woke up tomorrow and it was like full sunshine. I would be so happy. You have no idea. I would be so happy. I'd be like, oh my God, this makes me so happy. Anyway, because I told Caroline, I said, if you can do Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever day. She's like, I can't do Tuesday, but I can only do Wednesday. And I said, okay. She goes, which day are you going to go? I said, I'm going both days. He's like, I'm going to be up there. Pool's closing. Like, I'm going up, you know? So anyway, I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Monday. And I hope that you are having a fantastic beginning to your week. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. And remember these 3 very important things. You know who I just feel like I look like a little bit watching this? Is Daniel from Fear the Walking Dead, who I look absolutely nothing like. Why do I think that I look like him right now? Did you guys watch Fear the Walking Dead? I don't look like Daniel at all. Why am I thinking that? He actually wears this hat that's like, it's like a hat like that. It's not a baseball hat, but it's like, I don't look like Daniel at all. What am I thinking? Anyway, remember these 3 very important things. This woman that lives down the street, let me just tell you, okay? She has like a Porsche Cayenne, a Porsche Carrera, and she also just bought a 4-door hardtop Jeep Wrangler, white. They're all white. And this Jeep Wrangler is so cute. My husband decided that, well, he leases his cars. His lease is up in December. So he's going to lease a hard top, not a soft top. Because he's like, I don't take it down enough. It's not worth it. If I want to take it down in the summer, I can take them off and put it in the garage and things like that. He's like, I'm getting a hard top because it's so cold in the winter with a soft top. So, but he'll be getting a new car in December. So he's real excited about that. He's been looking at them and things like that. So anyway, remember these 3 very important things. 1, you can start your day over whenever you want, or your week. If your week hasn't started off well, and you need to start your week over, please do. 2, practice random acts of kindness, but don't tell anyone. And 3, most importantly, make sure that you reach out to somebody and let them know how much they mean to you. Like I always say, you might be putting a smile on their face, you might be changing their day for the better, you might be making them happier, and you might be making them feel not so all alone. Also, be kinder to one another, love one another a little bit more, and most importantly, be kinder and love yourselves a little bit more. And I love you guys so much. And no. What am I forgetting? Oh! Be kinder to yourselves, love yourself a little bit more, because it all starts with you. And if you love yourself a little bit, if you're kinder to yourself and you love yourself a little bit more, then you'll be kinder and love others as well. So it all starts with you. And I love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you. Oh, and for anybody out there, one more I love you. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Happy birthday, Lena. Love you guys. Bye.